Hi, I'm Chris. This is Plumbing Explained, and you're watching Unclogged. So, in today's episode, we're going to be going to an outside area drain, and we're going to be unclogging this drain with our Ridgid K9 204 Flexshaft. So, to give you a little bit of background, a little bit of history on this drain, this is probably one of the first drains I ever snaked in my professional career. I used to snake this drain from my dad. This is one of my oldest customers, used to be one of my dad's customers. And this has been a series of area drains that's outside the house on a piece of property that's a pretty big piece of property. They weren't plumbed right. They were plumbed by the homeowner's son, who was like a handyman type guy. And the drain almost goes in like a big loop, and it's all 2-inch. So it can be kind of difficult. And this particular run right here is like in the middle of a bunch of drains. And for some reason, it always stays clogged even when I'm able to clear all the other drains. Now, I was there all day jetting these drains, and for whatever reason, my jetter decided to quit on me. So I broke out Baby Huey, tried to finish clearing this drain. It's the only one holding water, and I couldn't get it to clear. The jetter wouldn't come back alive for me. So I went to plan B and broke out the Flexshaft, even though I've been told not to use Flexshaft on the area drains for whatever reason. I decided to go ahead and give it a shot. So I threw on my 2-inch carbide cutter blade and shot the area drain down with the 5/16 K9 204 Flexshaft machine, which is now quickly becoming my favorite machine. And I was able to get this drain clear, which was really impressive. I mean, if you look here, I only shot it one time, or twice, it looks like, and I got it on the second run. This drain here has used to beat up my Spartan 100 machine with my 1/2-inch cable. It kinked my 13/32 cable on my Spartan 100 when it was brand new. This drain here has been very problematic, but I was able to get it here with the K9 204, and man, it was a great feeling watching that water drop right there. Everybody out there who's fought a tough clog knows exactly what I'm talking about. When you see that water drop, it's like, oh man, that feeling is just incredible. So anyways, it's really important for me to make sure that these guys drain out here. This particular drain is clear and stays clear for them, because when it rains, it actually floods the inside of their house if this drain isn't clear, because this patio has actually been built up above the flood level on their house. So when it rains, especially if it rains heavy, and we don't get a ton of rain, especially lately here in Southern California, but when I live close by, whenever I see like storm clouds or gray clouds, I always contact these guys' son and ask them, hey, is that drain running clear? I have them run some water down in there. And even if they can't afford it at the time, I'll come by and clear the drain for them like I did here, and just let them pay me when they can, because it's really important for me to know that my customers aren't flooding out when it's raining. I mean, I've been over there at 3 a.m, shot vacuuming out, water out of their living room or out of their kitchen because it rained hard and flooded and they didn't have the drain clear. So now that we're running our own business, it's really important for us to take care of our customers like that. And I hope most of you guys out there do the same thing. Now, one of the things that really sold me on these Flexshafts wasn't just its portability, the fact that it was lighter weight, and, I didn't need an outlet nearby. I just needed my drill to run them. But it was the fact that you could run the Flexshaft with a camera in the line at the same time. I think that's awesome. I mean, for drain cleaning, that's a game changer, guys. Usually we're sitting here almost like we're blind men, using our cable as our cane to kind of try and visualize what's going on inside this drain. And I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been wrong, thinking, oh, I'm hitting this or hitting that, and it was something completely different, or, just how many times I've just been flat out wrong. And thankfully, I had a camera to come in and verify that I was wrong before I got too in over my head. But, there were so many times where if I could have been running a camera and my drain cleaning machine at the same time, I mean, I just feel like there's nothing I can't do, right? I can pinpoint where the clog is, make sure that I've completely cleared it, show my customer that I've completely cleared it. What better tool do you have at that point, right? So the only thing is there's some slight downfalls to the Flexshaft. Like, it's not as sturdy or rigid as like a cable machine. Like that little Model 81 right there is a beautiful, almost bulletproof machine. I haven't had any issues with it yet. But again, I mean, I'm not trying to push it past its limits. Like, I know that machine isn't going to be capable of unclogging like a tough 3-inch stoppage or anything above that. I know I can probably get some soft stoppages with it. I might be able to pull a toilet and shoot a 3-inch or 4-inch line and get a soft stoppage with it. But that's even really, really pushing it with a 5/16 cable. So Ridgid is claiming that this K9204 can do 2 to 4-inch drain lines, and it has a 5/16 cable that basically runs inside a piece of PEX, and only the tip spins, so it can go at a much higher velocity. Obviously, you're not worrying about it binding up in different areas, but I just, I've had it bind up on me a couple times. I bought it from a guy that broke it. He didn't seem to be too impressed with it because he sold me at a really low price. I'm a huge fan of them. I think they're great, but I have very limited use on them so far. I've spent a good amount of time repairing them thus far because, like I said, I had a couple issues. I bound it up. I think it was more user error, but only time will tell. So I am a big believer in the Flexshaft technology. I think that Ridgid has made a very quality machine here. I think as soon as I learn how to operate it a little bit better, I probably won't have to repair it or take it apart anymore. I do know that the product guy there, the product designer and manager there, Jeff Albertini, is a real solid guy, real easy guy to work with. All I had done was posted on one of the Facebook groups about how I was having trouble, and he sent me out parts, and no problem, no questions asked. I mean, that type of customer service is going to quickly turn me from being, a major Spartan supporter into being a Spartan and Ridgid guy, which I never used to really back Ridgid. I've never really had a quality machine or tool that I really liked that Ridgid made until I ran into the K9 series, and I think that has a lot to do with Jeff Albertini over there at Ridgid. He seems to really care about what the tradesmen think. So there you go, guys. I'm not going to have you sit here and watch me hose down this sludge for the next 30 minutes or whatever, but if you like the video, make sure that you subscribe, like, comment, leave a dislike if you didn't like the video. But yeah, this was episode 7 of the Unclogged series here on Plumbing Explained. And yeah, we're going to be posting many more Unclogged videos coming soon. Stay tuned. Take care, guys.